let's have an emotional interview, because I saw the video and it was beyond immersive. It was a tearjerker as well. Walk me through the process of filming that, and what it made you realize as a Nigerian who, of course, is aware of how we have tried to battle insurgency, kidnappings and whatnot from the north.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I wanted to point out was, as a filmmaker, I've always been asked, why did you decide to make this particular film in VR? And one of the things that I say is that what VR does is that it's able to take you to places that you ordinarily would not get access to. All right? And so when we went to Chibok, I was making another film in Chibok.
Right.
Yes, I was documenting impacts of insurgency in the Northeast. So we were filming like 6 states.
Right.
So it took us through Chibok. Now, before that time, I had always wanted to go to Chibok.
Right.
It was on my bucket list of, places I want to go to.
Yeah.
And so here we are in Chibok, making this film, and I'm speaking to the women, I'm speaking to the men, and I'm saying to myself, so I want to tell my own personal story here. What medium do I use? And I decided to use VR. And the reason is that this is a place that a lot of people have not gone to.
True.
I want to take them there so that they can see.
We just hear about Chibok,
yes.
don't even know what it looks like.
Probably the much you've probably seen maybe reports from other news agencies like CNN or whatever, or pictures, but actual like being there as if you were there hasn't been done before, So we decided to use VR and selected. So I started off making the film with a girl who was the sister of one of the girls that was kidnapped.
Right.
So we had spent like the whole day with her, filming her and all of that. And, I was getting a good feeling about it. So we left her in the school and I said to my guys, let's go and speak to the mom. Let me just get some sound bites from her. And the moment the woman just started speaking...
It changed the direction of your entire film.
You didn't see her in the film now? The sister?
No.
I just knew that, okay, I had been speaking to the wrong person all along.
Right.
This was my character. That's at the heart of storytelling, really, understanding who the right character is. If the wrong character can kill your film. So we spent, 1 week there with her.
Okay.
Every day, there was a small hotel in Chibok that we were staying in, and every day would come, hang out with her, follow her to the farm, spend the first couple of days just building the trust, because these are people whose stories have been used by all kinds of people for all kinds of things, and they've not seen any impact in their lives. They've not seen any difference in their lives. Now, one of the things that struck me the most was the poverty that the women were living in. You saw her on the farm.
I did.
That's not a farm. That's just dry earth. Because I remember saying to her, I said, Mama, take me to your farm. She took me to this place. I said, this is not your farm. Take me to your farm. She said, this is my farm.
Wow.
And she took her hoe and scratched the ground and brought out the ground and showed me. I'm like, so I said to her, I said, look, you know what? I can't bring back your daughters. I don't have the power to. I can't go on. I'm not a soldier. But if I take this film back to Lagos and show it to my friends and show it to people, what can we do for you? And she said, well, we are farmers. This is all we do. So if they can support us with fertilizer or pesticide or whatever, we'll be okay. And I said, okay, fine. I'll make that my mission.
Wow.
And that became sort of like the cause now behind the film. That became the purpose of the film, to use it to draw attention to the plight of these women and see how we can get them support.
Right.
And the women who are in 5 years haven't received any form of therapy or psychosocial support. I think that's just crazy.
Nothing.
But yeah, if I
So I mean, there's a notion of the North where it's like, oh well, they're kind of averse to education, etc. So I imagine that you're going to this place with all your gadgets and everything. Yeah. What was their reaction when they saw you storm their community with all the things you came with?
She would say, if you ask her, she said, oh, the first time we came and she saw me, that she didn't want to speak to me, that they didn't want to speak to me.
Wow.
Because of my hair, and my beard was very full, and I was tying this scarf.
Right.
That, so she was like, look, this guy is definitely a terrorist.
I can imagine.
But I mean, after a few days, she chilled. But Chibok, for instance, it's more like a Christian community.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not like hardcore North. And even in many parts of the North, they're opening up to the idea of education, for their girls. I've done a lot of documentaries on child education, girls being educated and all that. There are still areas where it's a no-no. There are still areas where it's still a struggle. But hey, I mean, that will not deter us from chasing the stories that matter.
Yeah. Thank you for your time on the show. What are your next steps? Any other VR film coming soon?
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, I'll keep making this for as long as I live.
Lovely.
You know, so we just finished another film on, it's more art related now.
Okay.
So we did a story on Demas Nwoko. This is a man who has been designing spaces in Nigeria since the 70s. And his spaces are still standing to date, like their architectural
And there's
statements.
no recognition for that kind of
You understand? And a lot of people don't even know who
Who
he
he
is
is.
or haven't been to his spaces. So you have architecture students who have read about him, studied him, but they've never been to any of his spaces.
Sheesh.
With VR, we can take them there.
That's amazing. That's really, really great. Well done again. And congrats on your win at Venice. I imagine that you were really excited.
Yes, yeah, it's all surreal. Every once in a while, I remember I'm like, man,
This is
man.
me.
You know. But yeah, it was one of those beautiful, beautiful things that you dream about. And then it suddenly happens and you're like, wow. Dreams come true, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's all we have time for today on Text to Discuss. I did say it was going to be special. Do make sure that you like this video. Look out for Joel Kachi Benson's works. He's on social media.
Yes, I am.
At Kachi Benson. Yes. And every other link that you would need will be in the description below. All right. Like this video if you have any nice things to say to him. Well done. Great job. Where can we find your stuff? How can we watch your films, etc.? Please leave them below and we'll make sure that we get a response from him. Subscribe. Don't forget. We'll see you next time on Text to Discuss. I'm Bilariz Okoje. Peace out.